Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. Playing an EIK WM France deck G45 game with JenH, Joool, and Coolala. Just gonna wait a bit as people are filtering in. So if there's anyone out there, I was thinking we could do a chat draft game today because I'm doing just G45. So if anyone's in chat and wants to decide my draft, decide what I have to play, um, speak up now. I know usually when I start the stream, it takes some time for people to get in, and I think a lot of people are probably watching the end of Lumen's game, so I don't imagine there are too many people here right now. All right. Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. I'm playing an EIK WM France deck G45 game with JenH, Joool, and Coolala. So looking at this first pile, I see Fencing Master and Village Fool and Baker Servant. Those are kind of the three best cards here. Normally I would take Fencing Master, but whatever I'm getting back I'm not like that excited by. So I wonder if I should take Village Fool. No, I'll take Fencing Master. The odds are I'll want to play 4 occupations, and if I play 4 occupations, then Fencing Master is well worth it. So I'll take Fencing Master here. Next up, could take Stone Sculptor, could take Resource Seller. Resource Seller and Manufacturer goes together. We've also got Veggie Importer. Veggie Importer and Fencing Master is kind of difficult because you basically have to play Fencing Master as your first stock and then Veggie Importer as your second one. I think I'm taking Resource Seller is quite good if I get like Clay Plaster. However, the odds, or not Clay Plaster, Clay Delivery Man, cards like that, ways of getting the clay. However, considering Manufacturer is in the pack, and I'm sure that Manufacturer will get taken, that tells me that someone else is going to compete with me for the pottery, and if I don't get the pottery as a resource seller, that's like pretty bad. So I think I'll just take stone sculptor here. All right. Well, here's Farm School Graduate, which is one of my favorites. Here's where all the good cards are: Trailblazer, Harvester, Farm School Graduate. Got Politician here. Could definitely take Politician. Supports Stone Sculptor nicely. Could take Farm School Graduate. With Fencing Master, Farm School Graduate's a little awkward. Yeah, yeah, that's right. Um, with Fencing Master, Farm School Graduate's like a little awkward because I don't get the fences. You know, I'm not gonna get. So let's see, 2, 4, only 8 wood, only 6 wood by the end of round 11. So that doesn't really seem worth it. So I think I'll just take Harvest. No, I think I'll take Trailblazer and Baker Servant's a fantastic combo, but I haven't seen any grain support yet. Like Trailblazer here, sow bake competition means it might be wrong. Yeah, because Baker Servant is gonna want to sow bake a lot. Yeah. I kind of like just taking Politician here or 24601. I'm not that excited about anything else. Politician supports my Stone Sculptor nicely, and maybe I can build a bunch of major improvements. I think I want to take Diplomat here. Having just passed Harvester, Diplomat seems pretty good. Yeah, Tile Maker's okay, but I'm taking Diplomat here. It gives me access to Plow Sow in the last round, which is good. So Village Fool Wield. I do like this card. Politician is more flexible for childcare worker than normal, but I don't really think I want to play it. And Businessman I don't really want either. I think I'll just take Village Fool here. Village Fool for 3 points is, you know, is pretty solid. It's done well for me. Okay, well this looks like an organic farmer play. Actually, you know what? Since I've passed Harvester around, I'm going to take Veggie Importer. I'm not sure that I'll play Veggie Importer. It's going to depend on how stage 1 goes, but since I passed Harvester, I think I'm pretty obligated to take Veggie Importer here. Just because Harvester plus Veggie Importer basically means that if I get a plow, I can win the Harvester bonus. Yeah, it depends on what Jewel first picked, right? What else you might have taken. So Farm School Graduate I normally like, but I'm not taking it here. I'll take Basket Maker. Basket Maker is not bad. Normally I really like Farm School Graduate, but the timing is just not good. It's just really not good. Oh man, we've got Lighthouse here. I'm going to take Swing Plow though. Swing Plow means I can win the Harvester I can get the Harvester bonus, so pretty pleased by that. Yep. Yep. Okay. Fruit tree's quite good. Alms Basket, unfortunately, not really good for my game. Unless I want to play Alms Basket, ignore Veggie Importer. If I want to play all my occupations like late in the game, what would I play? I would probably play Village Fool. I'd play Fencing Master, Village Fool, and Diplomat. Maybe as my 3 occupations. I could throw away Stone Sculptor, Politician, Veggie Importer, Basket Maker. So I could do that and play Alms Basket. However, Fruit Tree's a really good card, so I think I could pretty safely take Fruit Tree here. If Alms Basket wheels, I will consider taking it and then skipping out on my early occupations. Another plow here, Crooked Plow. Could take cow chips. Not too excited by any of these. Cow chips, I suppose. It's a free point. And it's pretty good for sowing my vegetable in round 11. You know, I can... wow, donkey wheeled too? I'm very confused by what is going on in this draft. Is no one going for harvester? I could play donkey instead of swing plow. Thing is, swing plow gets me... You know, it just gets me everything I need. Passing star classification meal to the lighthouse. I'm not too worried about that. Should I take mountain cave? I mean, donkey is the best card here. It does overlap with swing plow. I could take mountain cave. Mountain cave lets me use wood to get the stone for stone sculptor, which is nice. Yeah, I think I take mountain cave here. Yeah, I did just pass that other plow. And there's also baker's servant. So yeah, I think not donkey here. So then I could take cherry orchard, I think. Mountain cave with sculptor is pretty good. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think I need... yeah, I don't really want any of these other cards. So I'll just take cherry orchard here. It's a free point. The odds that I actually sow a wood are pretty low, but just in case I do. It does count as harvesting a good. So I think it accounts for the harvester. I believe harvester says harvest 5 goods, not 5 crops. So I could sow cherry orchard, 3 vegetables adjacent to cow chips, pasture, and grain. Man, alms basket wheeled. I'm going to take alms basket here. And crooked plow wheel. What? We'll take millstone. Okay. So the thing is, veggie importer and alms basket are pretty similar in that both of them get me large number of crops. Now, alms basket is better than veggie importer. But the problem with alms basket is, of course, I can't play... I have to pick one or the other. I can't play both. You don't like alms basket here? Mansion was reasonably... Well, politician does play mansion okay. Well, I guess the reason I like alms basket here is because... I would only play... I have, like, with Village Fool in hand, skipping out on playing occupations is not so bad. Like, I can play Village Fool, Fencing Master, Diplomat as my 3 occupations. Maybe Stone Sculptor. I could play Occupation in round 7, 8, 9. I could do something like that. Throw away 7 cards for Village Fool, which would be worth 5 points. Ox are too good, especially when they come with a wood. Sorry, why do my ox come with a wood? I think you're looking at a different card. Oh, come with the wood. You're talking about Fencing Master. Ah, I see. Yeah, the thing is, I don't really have, like, Basket Maker and Stone Sculptor is okay feeding. Well, I got Reedstone Food round 1, so I'll take Reedstone Food round 1 either way. We'll maybe see what comes back to me. I mean, I don't have to make any decisions yet. Yeah, Fencing Master. Yeah, sorry. I was thinking of Diary. I was like, oh, I don't have Diary. Pig Whisperer for joool. Ak is probably going to be very open here, though, with Circus Manager. Yeah, I agree with that. joool's first occupation is Pig Whisperer. He must not have very many good ones. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder what he first picked. I wonder what he first picked. Expect Jen will probably play an occupation on traveling players here. I will take 2 wood. We don't have to make any decisions yet. Now, I can't play Fruit Tree without playing occupations. I can't play Swing Plow without playing occupations. But I do have Mountain Cave and Cherry Orchard and Alms Basket, so I do have some miners that I can play. We'll see. I mean, the other thing is if Harvester comes out versus doesn't come out. Like, it's possible Harvester doesn't even come out because of all the plows that were going around. I wonder if nobody's playing towards Harvester. That's definitely possible. Why 2 wood over 2 clay? I guess I'm looking at building a room, right? And I'm thinking if I'm gonna feed, if I'm gonna play occupations, I'm probably feeding with Basket Maker and Stone Sculptor. And I guess I am looking at Pen Builder, yeah. And the other thing is I don't really want to fight with joool for with his Pig Whisperer. He's asking about Baker's Servant. Let's see if coolala start players. I wouldn't mind going second again. If I go second again, I get to take Reedstone Food, probably. Yeah, coolala just took a grain. Okay. Well, let's see what Jen does. Well, I got past Reedstone Food again, so I think what I do is I take Reedstone Food. Reedstone Food over playing Occupation Fencing Master. So the question now is if if expensive occupation and 2 wood come back, what am I picking? I'm not sure what. Yeah, probably between those two, Fencing Master is better. I have gotten a decent amount of food already. Reedstone Food twice in stage 1 is a good amount of food. Charcoal Burner here for coolala. Very good card. Alright, let's do it. Fencing Master. Lots of charcoal burner today. 7th Ock via perp in round 6. Wow. We had an aborted first attempt at this game, and I pulled Charcoal Burner because I forgot to change draft 7 to draft 9. So I pulled Charcoal Burner in that game, and then we reset. So yeah, lots of Charcoal Burner today. All right. So next occupation, probably Veggie Importer and then Stone Sculptor. If I could play 4 Ox, I would definitely do so. Play Basket Maker before this first harvest would be good. But getting the Stone Sculptor out before is more important. And getting the Veggie Importer out is also important. Since Alms Basket's dead to me now. It's dead to me. Jewel start player Doe. So Jen took 2 sheep. Interesting. Alright. Koala's being very helpful, making sure Jewel knows what's up. So I'll take 3 wood over Reedstone Food if given the choice. Because it lets me build the first room in round 4. Which seems good. Also seems like I'm getting occupation back here because Jen will traveling players. One of these 2 players will Reedstone Food, so I get expensive Ock back. Jen says she's helping me a lot here, which she is. Oh, Jewel taking fishing here, recognizing that he needs food. Koala Reedstone Foods. So Koala might go for the clay oven here after that Reedstone Food action, especially with a 1 grain in round 1. So the only way I can play Veggie Importer is if I first move Reedstone Food, second move Cheap Occupation. But Jewel has to take wood. And Koala has to Reedstone Food, and Jen is several actions away from building. Jewel might even first move build the 2 clay fireplace. I'm getting those vibes here. Playing Veggie Importer would be nice, but discarding it would be fine too. I'll Reedstone Food here, and then I can second action build a room. I could still decide. Yeah, I could just throw Veggie Importer away with Village Fool. That would be okay. Yeah, I don't really want Jewel to build in front of me, although Jewel, his feeding in stage 2 will be quite ugly. Ooh, Koala plays Vegetable Vendor. Okay, I can't play an occupation anyways. I could only play an Ock if Cheap Occupation came back. And since it didn't, Veggie Importer really good in a Harvester game, though. You're not wrong. I mean, it's not guaranteed that Harvester is coming out, I guess. I will say that. Just because of... just because of all the cards we saw getting passed around. Certainly, Coolala with Veggie Vendor looks more likely to be building... to be going for the Harvester, but we haven't seen it yet. So... I think building the first room here is quite nice. Oh, joool gonna start player barn. So I'm gonna have to first action start player, which is fine because I could play Mountain Cave. I have Mountain Cave and Cherry Orchard and Millstone. I don't really want to play Millstone, but if I have to, I can play Millstone. Probably I'd rather play Fruit Tree before then. So I'll play Basket Maker at some point. Coolala builds the fireplace, so I'm interested to see if Coolala first move takes the 3 sheep. Or if Jen is going to... or if he's going to give Jen the chance to take it. So it seems like first move start player for me. So yeah, I'll just start player Mountain Cave. That's fine. joool wants the clay to come back so that it can build the cooking hearth. Mountain Cave takes away my 1 food for occupation basket maker. So I should avoid that if I can, I suppose. Means I need a Reedstone food action. So if the 3 wood doesn't come back, I'll take occupation basket maker here. Coolala upgrades to a cooking hearth. Yeah, so he's got his feeding all set. Oh, no, deciding not to. 3 wood available. He should probably take the 3 wood. Or he could take the 4 clay away from Jen. Jen really wants the 4 clay here for her resource cellar. So yeah, very likely I'm getting cheap occupation back. Ooh, guest room here for Coolala. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There's no ordering to it. We'll see if anyone commented. I think it's fine. I think it's okay. I don't see why. But yeah, guest room here is amazing for coolala. Really amazing. Charcoal burner into veggie vendor into guest room. Really, really powerful. I have to pass 6 wood. That sucks. Guest room in a late family growth game. Uh-oh, this one might be over already. That's not good. So, I get 4 food from my resources in the harvest, so I need to pick up 1 more food. So I could take reedstone food. I could slow play it till... I could take 3 food fishing or traveling players. That would let me play mountain cave on family growth. Otherwise, I could take 4 wood. 4 wood would let me play swing plow on family growth. Getting the swing plow out nice and early would be nice. Certainly with round 7 family growth, we're not going for another room. This might be greedy. But I think I should get reedstone food back in the worst case scenario in round 7. So, alright, so I think we want to play Village Fool in round 8. Chris doing me and Lumen no favors today. Well, you know what? He's been pretty nice to me recently. I've definitely had a couple games recently where everything's gone my way. So, yeah, Village Fool round 8 looks good for 4 points. So I would toss probably Veggie Importer, Alms Basket, Veggie Importer, Alms Basket, Millstone, Politician, that's 4. Maybe Mountain Cave, that's 5. No, probably I'm only going for 4. So I'm only getting 3 points out of Village Fool, so I don't have to play Village Fool till round 10. Unless I get past some passing miners. Manufacturer here for coolala. So he's really going to hit that major miner space. Jen took the traveling player's food. So I'm hoping I get the other food space. Oh, coolala's building the cooking hearth here. That's bad for Joool. Joool really needed that cooking hearth action. So how's Joool going to feed? Take 4 food, right? But I'm going to take 4 food in front of him. In fact, if I first action take 4 food, Joool starves if he takes start player. Or if he takes family growth, I'm pretty sure. So I think I can first action 4 food fishing here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Joool can't family growth here. because he has to take food and build the cooking hearth. Oh, is he going to start player supply exchange? This seems risky. No, he's going to family growth supply exchange. This seems really risky. Oh no, what am I saying? He can reno. Oh, this lets him reno clay oven. No, he can't clay oven. He has the cooking hearth. There's no cooking hearth available. So he's going to beg two? Beg two food, it looks like. All right. Begging two seems weird to me. You might not know about dough. Well, Coolala already, we talked about it already. Coolala posted about it a couple times. He said you have to already be baking. He says he knows. Okay. Well, that sucked for me. I could build a couple stables here to stable block Jen. But if I don't, do I get 6 wood? I don't get 6 wood. I could play diplomat here to play an occupation. I guess I have to stable block Jen. Yeah. Now I can't play swing plow anymore, but I can still play mountain cave, so. And eat a reed and a stone to feed 4. Ham glazer. Ham glazer. I forgot about that one. I passed it. You know what? I never think about this card. I never think about it. He had it. He had the way to feed. That'll do it. Can he discard here? I'm not sure about that. I don't think it works. Yeah, he didn't bake. Yeah, Joel agrees with me. Yeah, so he's not going to try to do it anyways. It's like sow and or bake, right? It's sow and or bake and or turn a boar into 6 food. So you have to actually use the bake part to convert dough. And same with baker's servant. He was trying to use baker's servant. He was asking if he could use baker's servant with ham glazer and pig whisperer, I guess. Coolala builds the joinery. Oh man, Koala's got. Did Koala get Lighthouse? He got past Lighthouse by joool. Uh oh, that's bad for joool. People need to play more Magic to practice their card lawyer skills. Yeah, you know what? And to be fair, with Agricola, we haven't had the massive team at WotC developing the text and making sure everything is perfect. So I'll go ahead and play Mountain Cave here on Family Growth. So yeah, I'll toss Veggie Importer, Alms Basket, Millstone, and Politician, I think, to Village Fool. And then play Diplomat and Village Fool, and play Swing Plow and Cow Chips. Ooh, joool first picked Market Woman. Alright. That's what the compendiums are for. Yeah, yeah. Some of the unpublished cards we don't have, yeah. And some of them didn't go through as strict an iterative process to really get, like, find all the issues. And the other thing is, because there's no, like, central governing body, there's no one saying, here's the firm definitive answer, which we've definitely missed out on that, is having someone say, you know, this is what's right. So I'll take the 3 stone here. Lets me build the well, which is something I want to do. I would also like the 3 wood, but oh man, Jen's gonna get jumped. Coolala can read Stone Food and then start player Lighthouse. Oh, poor Jen. Well, that means Jen gets 6 wood unless joool takes the 3 wood. And then what's going to be available for me? I might get 3 wood. If joool does take 3 wood here, then I should get... I'll probably first move take 3 wood. Then I could think about building... I probably want 3 reed as well with my basket maker. I also want to think about building the well for sure with my 3 wood. Ooh, Coolala is not start playering here. Interesting. Building the pottery on major minor instead. Hmm. Did I pass Lighthouse? I did pass Lighthouse. Yeah, I did. Country Silo. Don't see that card played too often. Alright, so Coolala might have Harvester. Might be playing into Harvester here. Why would he not read Stone Food into start player Lighthouse? I agree. I agree. I am confused by that as well. Maybe joool took it. I don't know if Lighthouse was in the same pile as Barn. Joool might have taken the Lighthouse with his second pick. But certainly with Coolala going to Stone this early, it seemed to indicate that he was going to play Lighthouse. And he's spending all his wood on Country Silo. Maybe he's going to last move start player into 6 wood now. Maybe that's what he had planned. He's taking the sheep. Huh. Maybe Coolala is saying that with guest room already out, family growthing is not that important. Maybe that's his approach here. Family growth not that important with guest room out, more important to secure feeding. By like he just took 2 sheep, I guess. I'm not really sure. Certainly nice for Jen to get six wood there. Baker servant here for Jewel. So I expect we'll see Jewel, Renault plus Clay Evan. Alright, Coolala Reedstone Foods now. So now we might see him start player into Lighthouse. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe he's figuring if he start players this round, then family growth will be uncontested in round 10. Maybe. I'm just guessing. Maybe he thinks he'll try to go like the uncontested route. I'll take 4 clay here. 4 clay is enough for my renovation. And I think I want to set up Renault plus, well. So then last move, probably take a vegetable or take a grain. Start to set up for my own harvester. My own potential harvester. Oh, Jewel building a room here. Yeah, so Coolala is going to have to first action family growth if he wants to. Coolala could build the pottery here. Or he could build, yeah, he could build on, or sorry, not pottery. He could build the clay oven there to really screw with Jewel. But yeah, there's the lighthouse. So we figured Coolala had the lighthouse. Yeah. I'll take a vegetable here. Then I eat a reed, a stone, and 2 food. So first action, 3 wood for me. 3 wood, Reno, well, and Village Fool is my 3 actions. Something like that. Trailblazer. Yeah, Trailblazer would make a lot of sense. For Coolala, yeah. Coolala playing Muddy Bog here. On major minor. Okay. Jen's really slacking on our resource seller. Also Plowmaker. Okay, so if Coolala had Trailblazer, Jewel had Baker Servant, and then Jen has Plowmaker, maybe that's why they all passed on the plows in the draft. So the only thing I don't like for Coolala right now is his lack of wood. However, he'll be assuming he does have light Trailblazer. He'll be able to cover his farm pretty efficiently, anyways. So 2 cattle is looking quite appealing to me next round. I'll take the 2 cattle if given the opportunity. It would turn my cow chips on. It's kind of annoying that Coolala's not adding his guest at the beginning of each round. Just makes it easier to keep track of how many actions are available, which is probably exactly why he's not doing that, because then there's sort of a sneakiness element. So if I do build the well here, I'm going to have no stone for Stone Sculptor. However, I like the Reedstone food action quite a bit. It's 4 food plus, it's 5 food and a point. So that's a pretty reasonable action, even if I have to do that once each harvest. And I can convert wood to a stone if I want to. Probably not until towards the end of the game. Maybe towards the end of the game I will. How's the timing on this? Just in each harvest, yeah. And then when's the timing on Mountain Cave? Each harvest, yeah. So the timing is very flexible. Coolala plays Trailblazer. Unsurprisingly, Jen start players. So I imagine Jen is looking at the 6 wood that's going to be available. Reno's safe, so I could play Occupation Village Fool here. Have to go on the expensive space, unfortunately. That's okay. And last move, Reno plus well. I have a very nice point count. I'll have a very nice bonus point score between Stone Sculptor and then my really good improvement score. Stone Sculptor, Village Fool, and the Well. I have like 3 very high point cards there. So that's quite nice. So if I can win the Harvester, if Harvester comes out and I win it, and I get the bonus, I think I probably will win. If Harvester doesn't come out, it depends on how much everyone else competes for it. Because like my Diplomat helps me bypass a lot of the competition by getting a free access to Sow Bake at the end. And I say Sow Bake and not Plow Sow because I'm assuming that I'm going to be doing Sow Bake. Alright, so I'm going to build the well here. So if Coolala took the 3 wood. So let's see, Jen might take the 2 cattle. If Jen doesn't take the 2 cattle, I'd be quite happy to take the 2 cattle. If Jen takes the 2 cattle, I might do Start Player Swing Plow. If I do Start Player Swing Plow, then I could second action... well, what am I saying? A Swing Plow, hoping that Family Growth comes out round 12. Because I don't really want Plow Sow. I would want Family Growth for sure. Problem with that is I don't leave myself with any wood, but I can always just take Reedstone food. Or I could take 2 wood. Or 3 wood. Yeah, 3 wood might wheel. Jen is really slacked on her resource seller. Oh, she does go for the cattle. Okay. Start player swing plow here. Looks good. And then I get 3 wood or plow back. Just need one of those two. And if I don't get either, reedstone food and then take a crop, I suppose. Yeah, if I keep taking wood, that's really going to delay everybody else's fencing. Now, Jen does have pen builder, so she doesn't mind so much about her fencing being delayed. But she's sort of missing out on... She doesn't have a really obvious path to the harvester. Like, Plowmaker is good, but she needs to take crops a couple times. So the 3 wood wheeled. And then last move could be crop or reedstone food. So if I play diplomat, that puts me at 8 on my fencing master. So then I probably want to fence 12 or 13. So I'm going to want another... I'm going to want one more 3 wood grab. One more 3 wood grab puts me at 14 wood. So I can convert 1 wood to stone and still fence 13. If plow so comes out, I might take 4 wood or plow ahead of plow so. Because I really just don't care about plow so at all. Koala's got lemon trader. Okay, so that's going to go a long way to helping his wood issues. Yeah, lemon trader quite nice here. Especially with veggie vendor. Jen plays supervisor. Interesting. Interesting by Jen. So I could take grain here. Then wood to S. And then again, stone, reed, 2 food. So now I'm going to want to take reedstone food, probably twice more. Joool with Thunderbolt. Okay, yep. Well, I'm saying these guys need wood, and then Coolala drops Lemon Trader, and Joool drops Thunderbolt, so that's pretty good. Can you choose how many? Thunderbolt also really good for coolala as well. Turning 3 grain into 6 wood is definitely something you would like to do. So we've certainly been hurt a little bit by Jen prioritizing the animals so highly. These 2 stables have done nothing for me. Because Jen and Coolala have taken the animals extremely highly. Jen first move taking those 2 cattle there is unfortunate. Especially because I guess she's breeding 3 pairs, but yeah. I guess with Pen Builder she had room. So family growth coming out here is perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Beautiful. Family growth there is just perfect. So then 4 wood if it wheels. If not, plow a field. 4 wood or plow a field. Probably plow ahead of the wood. Yeah, realistically. I guess having 1 extra wood to sow onto Cherry Orchard might be a good idea. Because if I think I'm going to get a sow action in round 13, let's assume I'm going to sow in round 13, and then I'm going to sow again in round 14. Because that's the way that I win. I guess I could sow in round 4. I could sow the wood in round 14. I don't have to sow the wood in round 13. I get the wood back if I sow in round 13. But I only get it back if I plan to fence in round 14, which I should be fencing earlier than that. Koala's so bakes. Yeah, Koala's going to value so bake really highly. Jen wants to turn her supervisor on, so she might plow 2 fields and then fence 10 here. Oh, Jen's going to start player. Okay, works for me. So that means I get plow sow next round? Or does that mean I get family growth? Oh, meadow with pen builder is so good. Yeah. So the meadow basically offsets all the wood that you put into pen builder. So it ends up, that's a great combo there. So she's going to be able to fence really nicely. Nice for Jen. So 3 wood coming back would be good. If 3 wood doesn't come back, maybe play... I could sow. Yeah. No, sow is taken. I could play diplomat maybe if 3 wood doesn't come back. Play occupation diplomat. So I will say we don't bite on the site. We're pretty friendly. I mean, sometimes if you're like open and honest, like Jewel joined the came to the lobby and was like, "Hey, this is like my 5th game online. Is it okay if I join?" And I was like, "Sure." Like if someone's like open and honest and communicative with me, that's like that's the most important factor, right? If I know that I can talk to you and chat, that's the most important thing in my opinion. Play diplomat here. So if you are watching and you've thought about coming online, just remember it. If you have the right attitude, then that makes all the difference. And he's playing a little on the slow side, but we don't mind. Like if you come in and say it and you're open about it, and two, it also affects which decks we're gonna play. Like we're playing G4-5 only because he said like I'm not really that experienced. So it's like okay, only show him 2 unpublished decks. You know, we don't need to overwhelm him. So, who is actually getting there on Harvester? Jen is not. Jewel, 3 more fields is gonna be difficult. I'm gonna guess that Jewel is probably not. It's only likely to be Coolala. So if Coolala got Harvester back, maybe. Might be playing Harvester here. Because Coolala's got 2 more fields, and he probably will first action start player. Depending on what Jen does here, I suppose. I'll probably first move So Bake. First move So Bake, gamble on Plow 1 field wheeling. Yeah, because if I don't So Bake here, then I can't win. Well, maybe I should first move Plow. No, if I don't first move So Bake, then I can't get Harvester. I should be able to first move Plow in round 14. Because Jen can't Plow anymore. So the only reason I don't get Plow is if Jewel start players and then Coolala first move Plows. That's the only way I don't get Plow in round 14. Because Jen can't legally use the Plow space anymore. Different building resources. Hope he hasn't done that before. Could also take the 2 cattle. So Bake seems... So Bake is only good if... you know what? I can take the cattle here. Yeah, 2 cattle is really good. 2 cattle lets me start player cow chips. Pretty sure we're gonna see. Actually, Jewel might. Jewel probably So Bakes, but Jewel might Plow So as well. Jewel might Plow So. If Jewel Plow So's, then that's good, because Coolala would certainly Plow So if given the opportunity, but Coolala can't bake anything right now. Jewel Plow So. So yeah, Coolala can't So Bake. Or so Coolala can't bake. He can sew. So I need a Reedstone food action. I think I've given up on Harvester. I don't see a path to winning Harvester anymore. I'll play cow chips here. Start player cow chips. Jewel might so bake with this move now. So I guess if plow wheels, I should take plow because then I can first action so bake. No, I need to, well, if I plow, then I can first move fence and so bake with diplomat. Or plow so with diplomat. Take Greedstone food here. And then last move could be 2 wood or 3 wood. Oh, I didn't toss. Jewel's playing Harvester. So Harvester did get played. Immediately after Coolala sets up his farm so that he can't win Harvester anymore. Well, no one's winning Harvester other than Jewel, so... If I first action build, then he's kind of stuck. 24601 is nice here for Jen. Jen really needs points. She's running out of stuff to do. And I will take the 3 wood, I suppose. It's 1 extra point. And feed a reed, a stone, and 4 food. I do have Diplomat, but I don't have the way of getting the crops. Yeah, when Jewel renovated his stone, that put a lot of pressure on the fence action. That put a lot of pressure on the fence action. Koala's built like every major improvement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Built 6. 6 out of the 10. It's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. So plow should wheel. So then I can diplomat so bake, and I get to put an extra grain and vegetable out with cow chips. So then my last move is taking food. So probably reedstone food, since that gets me the stone for a point. Looks good. So we end up with negatives on sheep and boar, which is bad. Those two stables were really not very good. It would have been better for us to fence in round 12 rather than build those stables. Yeah, Jen forced us to stable block. Really, it was, I thought joool was going to starve. That's what I expected. So I took, it was a bit of a greedy move by me to take that fishing action. I didn't think of ham glazer. Honestly, don't consider it to be particularly good, but obviously joool has used it this game and not used it too badly. Oh, toss. Time to toss the politician. This for a 3-point village fool. 1, 2, 3, 4. Also, I didn't put stone sculptor up. So 3-point village fool. 1 point on cow chips. So only one action I need to come back now. It's reedstone food, and then I unblockably can so bake. I guess if so bake wheels again, I can take that and then politician reedstone food if I really need to. Actually, how many points is so bake is a 2-point move? Maybe I should be taking the boar. The boar is a 3-point move. Yeah. Yeah, so bake is... Oh, no, so bake's 3 points because of 3 vegetable. Yeah. So either I get 2 boar back or I get so bake back. Both are 3-point moves. So the boar are gone. Jen might so bake with this move. If she does, I reedstone food and then diplo so bake. I'll block so bake since it's the better move. Alright, so last move, breed stone food, and then I get 1 more point from stone sculptor, breed my cattle, and that's my final score. It's an okay farm. 4 family members, tiny little 3-room clay house is not great, but I did max on fields, and I have a couple points from crops. I've got some bonus points. This is probably like low 40s. I probably score like 44. And honestly, the winner probably only gets it with like 46. Like Coolala, I guess Coolala has maxed grain. He's only got 1 pasture though. I guess Coolala takes 1 cattle here for 2 points. Oh, you know what? Coolala's got a bunch of points from his guild. Yeah, no, Coolala probably hit 50. Yeah, that combo was too strong. And I didn't even need diplomat. 5 food, reed, stone. Read the cattle up. Here's my final score. 46. So 46 is good, but Coolala's got that beat. Oh, he's got 46 right now. Well, with Clay Pass, so that's 3 bonuses, so that's not that much. He doesn't have me, doesn't actually have me beat by all that much. Yeah, he's gonna hit like 50. But I think I've got second. Gen 4.24601. Does she breed any points? She might breed a cattle. Or she might breed a boar. She doesn't breed anything else. So I might have Jen beat by 1 point. So it looks like I probably have second here. Oh, Constable. Boo. Well, that's good for Jen. That's a huge Constable for Jen. Alright, that might be enough for her to win. She breeds another boar. Yeah. Might be enough for the victory. Yeah, she says Coolala still wins. Yeah, probably. 1 point Muddy Bog, 3 point Clay Path. Jen's 50. Yeah, Coolala's at like 52. 53. GG. Yep. I'm gonna take a look at the draft. I feel like Coolala might have benefited from sitting after joool, which is who's the new player. This game, joool jumping me in round 7 was really bad. Because of course I had to use like 5 start player actions just to get my family growth. And then... yeah, and then Jen sitting in front of me taking all the pairs of animals was tough too. My feeding was okay. You know, Basket Maker, Stone Sculptor, and then the incidental food from Fruit Tree and Wells ended up being okay, but yeah. Let's take a look. 349017. So first pick Market Woman's fine. Second pick Baker Servant's fine. So Pig Whisperer here is pretty bad. It's a pretty bad pick there. Resource Seller or Manufacturer. Probably not Manufacturer. And probably not Veggie Importer, but Resource Seller I think is the pick there pretty clearly. Harvester. And then Tile Maker. Tile Maker with Resource Seller is quite good. I don't think the Pig Whisperer Ham Glazer combo was worth it, to put it mildly. Estate Manager, yeah. That could have been... Businessman would have been okay with Baker Servant. Yeah, I'd probably take Businessman, and then you try to build the ovens with Businessman, maybe. Organic Farmer was fine. Alright, so then he first picked Thunderbolt to pass Guest Room. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's too bad. Guys, Guest Room was Coolala's best card. And Thunderbolt absolutely would have wheeled. Yeah, and the rest of the picks don't really matter. That first one is just devastating. Yeah, that's right, Rylocran. Yeah, Guest Room's so good. So, okay, what's your setup for Guest Room? Okay, so let's say the miners... Let's say you take the Ox the way I do. So Market Woman, then Baker Servant, then Resource Seller, then Harvester. What's funny is Harvester's great with Resource Seller. Because you play Harvester, or you play Resource Seller first, and you play Harvester second. And then there you go, you've got 5 wood right there. And then you can play Tile Maker third. You get your 5 clay. Now, how do you get food? It doesn't have a really obvious path for the food, but with sheep coming out in round 1, I guess Jen played Pen Builder, so he wasn't getting the sheep. So you have to try to find some food in his miners. Which, to be fair, there aren't really any food in his miners. There isn't really any food. So maybe you just take... Yeah, okay, there wasn't really any food in his miners, so yeah. So guest room would have been tough to make work. He would have ended up having to take 3 food twice in round 3, probably. Didn't Coolala get the first sheep grab? No, Jen did. Because Jen took 2 sheep in round 2 with Pen Builder. Although Coolala did, I think, get sheep in round 4 or round 5. So yeah, he could have fought for that fire. He could have fought for that fireplace. He got 4 sheep in round 6. Okay, yeah. So Jewel could have done the same thing. Yeah, especially with Tile Maker, you get 5 clay so easily, and then you can build a cooking hearth, and then you're basically, you know, you can get some quite good actions. Yeah. So maybe you don't play Resource Seller. Maybe you just play Harvester. Play Harvester, then take Reedstone Food. Harvester, Reedstone Food, and then Harvester, Tile Maker, Reedstone Food. Build the fireplace or cooking hearth. Take 3 food. Maybe even take 3 food twice, and then try to take the sheep in round 4, something like that. Manu over Resource Seller in most games. Yeah, but I think after Baker Servant and after Market Woman and Baker Servant, I probably wouldn't take Manufacturer. Yeah, I think with Market Woman and Baker Servant, you like building the cooking hearth and then the ovens enough that it's okay. But normally, I would agree that Manufacturer would be better, but I think specifically after those first 2 occupations, I would go the other way. So, yeah. So, Jewel, if you're watching this, potential alternative line. Yeah, Guest Room is really good. It's drafted really highly. And then Guest Room round 5 in a round 7 family growth game is like devastatingly good. You take Veggie Importer even with Market Woman in hand already? Interesting. Yeah, so that was just way better than everything else. Kind of want to play a chat draft game, but I don't really want to play Lass's G8 collection. I think it's quite strong. With the fencing action, I'm landing around 51, 52 points. Yeah, so I think probably you should have not renoed. You should be leaving yourself the flexibility to reno fence. I think that was a mistake. Yeah, because as soon as you renoed, then the fencing action became like the most contested space. And then if you do that, that's better for me too, because I can probably win Harvester in that case, because I have I could sow in round 13, and then I can unblockably sow again in round 14, and then I can win the Harvester. So that would have been good for me. So I would have got a bunch of points from that. Although it's not like I had a lot of free moves for Reno and Fence. Yeah, Reno was not really that good that game. Reno wasn't worth that much. I'm on a 3-room clay house, and I was eating all my reed and stone, so Yeah. Constable was the big one. I wonder if Jen first picked Constable. I assume she did because Coolala didn't play into it at all. Three, four, 9, 0, 1, 8. Oh, wrong game. 3, 4, 9, 0, 1, 7. Yeah, it didn't pass Constable. So yeah, first pick for Jen. Yeah, the draft was quite nice to Kulala as well. First pick Charcoal Burner, Seeing Harvester, so that he can then second pick Vegetable Vendor. Like Vegetable Vendor plus Harvest Charcoal Burner with Harvester in the game becomes really good. Yeah. All right, guys, that's all from me for today. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this little video. I'm probably not streaming tomorrow, so I'll be back on Saturday. I'll maybe do a game or two on Saturday. So we'll see you guys then. Bye.